Hey Gina. Nice to run into you, baby. Do you have $5 I can borrow for a frappuccino? I spent all my money on the tolls driving down here from Paramus. I didn't know it would be so expensive.
Yeah, Jerry. They just jacked up the tolls on the Parkway and Turnpike by 50%.
Didn't they just raise the tolls a couple years ago?
Yeah. They raised them 40% the time.
Jeez. That's almost double. This Chris-Christie is killing the working guy.
Actually, the toll hike was not Christie's idea. It was part of Governor chris-cristie's plan from back in 2008. He said the state needed the money for the ARC train tunnel under the Hudson River.
Didn't Christie kill the tunnel?
Yes.
But he didn't kill the toll hike that was going to pay for it.
No.
Did he try?
He says he couldn't stop it. He said the state has already sold bonds to people counting on the money to be there.
Joining us now, the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, who's being called, quote, New Jersey's wrecking ball.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. I saw Christie on the Morning Joe show. He is a big tough man. He uses the veto pen and the word crap a lot. He said he would never raise taxes. But he couldn't stop the toll hike?
He is not wimpy girly man. He is a politician. The toll hike is a double bonus for Christie. He can blame chris-cristien for it. And he can keep the money.
This reminds me of my brother-in-law. He borrowed $5,000 from me to pay his mortgage, but then bought himself an Escalade. What is the state spending the money on?
The state will use it for other roads. Kind of like what your brother-in-law did.
But I thought the tolls were supposed to just pay for the Turnpike and Parkway. Isn't the gas tax supposed to pay for other roads? If they need money, why won't they raise that?
Because Christie says he will never raise taxes.
But he keeps raising tolls. What's the difference?
The difference is Christie can still go on the Morning Joe show and say he didn't raise taxes. And then he can blame chris-cristien for the tolls. And suckers like you won't know the difference.
Gina, you don't seem very upset about this.
Jerry, I could not care less. I commute on Route 287 and Route 78. I haven't paid a dime more since I started my job at the diner 20 years ago. The more the Turnpike and Parkway tolls go up, the better it is for me.
So people who commute from north to south keep paying more and more. And people who commute east to west don't.
Right. Unless you cross the Hudson River. Those tolls just went up too.
Oh. That must have been chris-cristien's plan too. Right?
No, Christie approved that toll hike.
But not a tax hike.
Jerry. Now you are getting it.
Well, I'm sure the state is spending the money smartly.
Well, Christie's controller last year said the Turnpike Authority wasted $43 million. A lot of it went to bonuses for managers.
Wow. I bet you could buy a lot of frappuccinos with that. My father says when the Parkway opened in the 50s they said the tolls were temporary just to pay for the road.
Well, there's nothing more permanent than a temporary tax. Politicians keep proposing getting rid of the Parkway tolls. Governor Florio said he would do it in 1989. The Republicans had a same plan in the 1990s. Governor Donald DeFrancesco had the same plan. And McGreevey promised the same thing. No one did it.
Why not?
They all realized they would have to raise taxes to replace the money from the tolls. No one wants to raise taxes.
But they keep raising the tolls. What's the difference? That's a tax too.
Only for people who drive north and south.
By the way, Gina, what are you doing on the Turnpike today?
I went for a job interview at the Borgata in Atlantic City. I didn't get the job at the Borgata. They said I was too chunky. And I wound up losing a bundle at the craps table.
So I guess I can't borrow $20. Okay, Gina. Take it easy.
Take it easy, Jersey.